Hoosier.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn will get it to the 24-yard line.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by Wingstop. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Ah, yeah!
I have no idea what I just did. I need help. Oh, there we go.
Yo.
What's up, Mr. Black Shirt?
What's up, Captain? Hey, I'm
in trouble.
I'm looking on Facebook this morning, man, and it's this little thing they're doing about Amon Green, and something caught my eye real good, man. It caught my eye. Amon broke a long run against Iowa State. Had to be in probably 98, probably 97.
Okay.
Y'all played here.
Yeah.
Amon broke a long run. I look, everybody blocking, and I look to the side. Number 34 just trying to get down the field with him. I was like, look at number 34.
He was gone.
Yeah,
I had already blocked. I sprung him.
Look, he was already gone. Yeah, hey, look, I don't know. He was gone.
If you watch the play from the jump, I sprung him.
Okay.
I sprung him.
34.
Listen. We tell the Little League kids, right? We tell the Little League kids, don't, once the running back passes you or the receiver, don't block. No more blocks. No more. There's no reason for me to block. That was Amon Green. How many times have you seen Amon Green get caught from behind?
Number 34 was just out for a leisurely jog.
Yeah,
I rest my case.
Hey,
just running.
So I had to rewind it back 5 times to see. I was like, what is VJ doing? Oh, he wailed on the other side. What is he doing?
And I was running.
I'd be running. Hey, what about? I was just thinking about something. And not to take the subject off of me, because I actually blocked. Okay, I knew how to block. I knew the leverage in blocking, and I liked to block. I didn't mind, but I didn't grow up liking the block, but I learned that was the only how you were going to play on the football field is if you blocked. If you didn't, no game.
You tried to get yourself back into play because you was running hard as you could.
I was trying to get down to the end zone with Amon so we could do our little thing. We just did our freeze dance where you just freeze. You didn't see him do it? Did you see him do it?
I don't know.
Froze. Freeze him, AG.
Yeah, that's not a celebration because he would have been.
What?
That's not a celebration. We don't celebrate. We don't celebrate in Nebraska. That's
not a celebration. You're right. It's not a celebration. It was quiet. It's a quiet celebration, Terrell.
It's a quiet gesture, so I get it.
Yeah, you don't have to put.
The fastest you was running, I would have been like, okay, you scored. I'm getting back to the huddle now, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like me. I played kickoff, and I started on defense. Do you know how mad I used to be because if I bust my ass running down the field to make the tackle on kickoffs, then I can't make the tackle on the first play of the game. And that's my mindset. I want to make the first tackle of the game. So I don't want to run fast on kickoff or kick the ball in the end zone, touchback.
Oh, God. Stop it. Listen, we were in shape. I could afford to run all the way down there. Because you know what the next thing we were going to do was? Kick the extra doggone point. And then we're going to the sideline, and we could get some milk and cookies over there on the sideline.
You were just getting your cardio in. That's all it was.
Yeah, man. I had to listen. How many guys were running down the field in that caravan? How many of us was running?
It was you and Amon.
Yeah, I mean,
perfect. That's what I'm saying. I'm escorting him.
No, you beat him down the field.
We used
to he passed you.
We used to do this agility thing in the summer where they'll tell you to go, and they'll have a guy right behind you. And then after about 10 yards, they'll say him to go, and you go up on the hurdles and stuff, and you got to go all the way around the field. You remember that, VJ?
Yeah, there was a competition.
Yeah,
Where basically the hurdles.
Guess
they
who was
set hurdles
behind me?
Huh?
Guess who was behind me?
Who?
Amon.
Oh,
You
so
know
he
he caught me.
used to
Yeah,
run you down all the time.
He caught me. He caught me. But then I'll take it out on defense. I got your back.
Well, I'm just saying, in that situation, I came, blah blah. I already destroyed my man Rico. He's on the ground. Nothing else he can do.
I didn't see anybody on the ground.
You didn't see the? Did you see the beginning of the play?
I did.
Go back to the beginning of the play.
Looked like you just ran by everybody.
No, that's not how that went.
You were waiting for Amon to get down there, and then you ran next to him.
Did you see the beginning of the play?
Yeah.
No, you did not.
It's a
I
highlight
know how you
film.
answered that. Yeah. What?
It's a highlight film. I seen it.
They showed you the end of it. They didn't show you the whole.
They showed
whole
the snap. They showed the snap. They showed him getting through the hole, and they showed him running down the sideline.
Well, then you seen him. You seen me destroy my guy. He was on the ground.
That's
a lie.
It's the truth.
No,
it is.
There was nobody on the ground.
Hey, that was good hustle. I'll give you an A for effort.
Yeah.
So
where is this at? On Facebook?
Your running form looked good.
You're running for you look good running. Like you look like a 4.3 guy.
You look fat.
Put it on the camera. I was 200.
I'm gonna share it to you on Facebook.
I was 245 pounds. What are y'all talking about? I was 245 rumbling, stumbling, bumbling next to AG.
There was some rumbling and bumbling. That's true.
I'm bumbling, stumbling, rumbling right next to AG, man. Listen, when you're doing something when you can run into the end zone with the running back.
I didn't say you ran in the end zone with him, so you're going a little too far.
That's a lie. Oh my gosh, these guys want to use everything. Why y'all always want to steal all my juice?
Hey, look, I'm just
Come
saying.
up with your own deal. It's not a lie.
Do you promise to tell the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I plead the fifth.
Okay, thank you very much. The video is in your hand now, Captain.
Maybe you got in somebody's way, but I didn't see anybody on the ground.
Now we all know how fast the man is, but he was boogieing. But you was running yourself though. But you had it in fifth gear. It looked like he was still at like second or something.
He was jogging. You had your head cocked back. This is nice.
With a big smile on my face, right?
We couldn't see your face. We just see the back of your body running. You was getting it. It looked like he was running. That was that old turf. Make you look fast.
Funny, man. Well, y'all listen. At the end of the day, again, when you can block on the play, finish your block, see your mom breaking, and then you take off and you run down the field because you know it's about to be a touchdown. It wasn't, right like that. It wasn't no reason for me to peel back block. That's how you get thrown out of the game.
You didn't have to peel back.
Yeah, he was gone.
I didn't need to. He was gone.
Look, tell you the truth, I don't even think you blocked nobody that play.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't think you blocked.
Was gone.
He went to the opposite side. You started on the right side. He went to the left side.
Oh, well, then I was on the back side of things then. I already took care. Nothing was there. Nothing was there.
I thought you just said you knocked somebody else.
It was a train. It was a train to the end zone.
It's 20 years ago. I can make my own story up.
That's right. No, but the eye in the sky don't lie. It doesn't lie. The eye in the sky does not lie.
Back in them days, you don't have too many camera views, so you only got like
two
camera views. You only got the front and the back of it. That was it.
You got the side view up top, and then you got the rear view. That's all you got.
That's it.
Now I kind of heard that it was another view, Terrell, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I could be wrong on that. It could come from a different. Anyway,
okay,
I'm just saying. Did you hear about Herm Edwards? What's the thought on Herm Edwards?
How he
got fired. He went 12. Listen, his record was 25-18. Hammered.
But also a lot of problems going on at Arizona State with during COVID, having people on campus when they weren't supposed to, and people getting fired for doing such things, and just a lot of NCAA violations also at Arizona State during the Herm Edwards tenure.
I think he should have stayed in NFL. It was just, I don't
think anybody was hiring him.
Well,
he was an analyst before Arizona State brought him on. He hadn't coached for a while.
You play to win the game.
That's it.
I'm just saying, he was 25-18 and got smashed.
Yep. And I get tired of people like they ask me the question all the time. So why did you come to Nebraska? Duh, to win. You know, there's only one reason why you come to a school like this back in the 90s. You know, you came to win. You came to add on to the legacy of Nebraska. And plus you came to win. You know, that's it.
Well, here's an interesting fact in this whole case of Herm Edwards getting fired. There's a $9 million fallout, right? So payout. You know how it's this windfall of money for the coaches. So right now he would just like Scott got 16 million or whatever it is he got to right now as it stands, Herm should get 9. But because they're doing their investigation, if they find out that Herm had any knowledge of anything that went on, then they could kind of not give him his $9 million.
Fire him for cause.
Dang.
That's the worst way to go out, that's
that sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
Man.
That sucks.
But listen, throughout 2021, there were multiple assistant coaches that were put on administrative leave. They had a lot of stuff going on. A couple coaches resigned. I'm just saying Herm had a winning record every year that he was there. He never really came, But Terrell, this is what I'm going to tell you, buddy. When we get back off this break, I'm going to see if you can name that rant. Or I should say, name that ranter or rantor. Which one is the text line? Sponsored by Wingstop.
Get your chicken sandwich.
Delicious.
We'll be right back.
This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Gus Cotto. In high school football this week, Lincoln Southwest dominated the second half to beat Lincoln East Friday and moved to 3-0 in the season for the first time since 2009 and the fourth time in school history. Fremont defeated Lincoln Northeast 25-6, and the Lincoln Southeast Knights defeated Papillion La Vista 28-14. In prep volleyball, Adams Central defeated Lincoln Northwest in 2 sets. Bennington defeated Lincoln Southeast in 2 straight sets. Columbus defeated Lincoln High in 2 sets, and Norris defeated Lincoln Northwest in 2 sets. This has been your Southeast Community College High School Minute. Learn more today at southeast.edu, locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford.
Guys, I just had my weigh-in over at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping after my second 10-week session over there. Since I started with them in April, I've lost 70 pounds. No pills, no starvation diets, just the proven method at Farrell's using kickboxing, strength training, nutrition, and personalized coaching. It all starts with their 10-week challenge. The next one begins on October 1st. Reserve your spot and get half off by mentioning the ticket. You can get all the information at fxblincoln.com, and I'll see you at Farrell's for the 10-week challenge beginning October 1st. Join now for 50% off.
Lincoln loves local business. What better way to support local than to drink local? Don't miss Lincoln Craft Beer Week beginning September 26th and continuing through October 2nd. You can't go wrong with 14 different local breweries, cideries, distilleries, and more putting on events to get you familiar with Lincoln's craft beverage scene. For more details on participating venues and Lincoln Craft Beer Week, visit lincoln.org/beer tour. Brought to you by the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. Remember to enjoy responsibly.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Get an immediate look back at the game from the people who know it best. It's the Tanner's post-game show and the final word live from Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Hear from former players and national champions like Jay Foreman, Rashawn Jackson, and Aaron Davis and see what they saw in that day's game. It's the Tanner's post-game show and the final word. Live and in person, home or away at Tanner's Bar and Grill. Brought to you by Bauer Infrastructure. Only here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batsrats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
Chances are you've tried fruitcake before. Chances are it looked pretty weird. Lots of colors that don't really exist in nature. Chances are it tasted weird. Chances are you need to try fruitcake again. Grandma's fruitcake from Beatrice Bakery. None of that weird stuff you didn't like, just real fruit, premium nuts, and the delicious flavor combination of brandy, bourbon, and rum to meld all that together. See for yourself. Grandma's fruitcake from Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Hey, buying a used vehicle sucks, and the biggest problem is who can you trust? Hey, this is Carl from Price Right Auto out here at West O Street in Lincoln. Here's what customers have told us they want from us. They want transparent pricing with no games. We have all of our pricing on our website, plus a Carfax report. We don't want to buy a lemon. We include a 3-month warranty on all of our vehicles. We don't want to play games. Just make it simple. You saw that with non-commissioned salespeople. Can you trust us? Just check out our Google reviews. Again, this is Carl from Price Right Auto in West O. Check us out at pricerightauto.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Expect cloudy skies with a high of around 64 this afternoon. Winds turning out of the southeast around 10. We'll see a chance of showers pushing into the region late this afternoon. A continued chance of light rain tonight with a low of 52. Cloudy with chances of light rain tomorrow and a high of 68. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
They might win, they might lose, but either way, you have something to say about it. Don't miss the Husker After Party postgame show immediately following every Nebraska football game. Nick Sainert and Jake Bachhoven give instant reaction, quotes from the players and coaches, and take all your phone calls with thoughts on the game. It's the Husker After Party postgame show, only on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sponsored by Action Plumbing and Heating, Gary Michaels Quilliers, and Brent Excavating.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, sponsored by Wingstop on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Vershawn,
yeah.
Upon further examination of the video in question, you didn't touch anybody.
I was on the back side. I didn't have to. I was on the back side.
What was you split out?
I was on the back side. All I had was cut off. So shout out to the front side for doing a great job, but all I had was backside cutoff. I had to cut the safety off. Did the safety make the play?
No.
Okay, well, I did my job. That's what I'm saying. Do your job. My job was over. Now I can partake in the reindeer games.
Now you can run.
Yes. I can run. I can run my fellow Husker into the end zone.
See if you can
play it, Terrell Farley. I know you want to. Everybody want to just go get the instead of getting the good stuff, they want to get that I like that one. Huh?
You touched somebody.
Let's wait for it. Wait for it. And I don't know where it's at.
Coming up, huh? Is this it? No, it's just not.
No. It's one kind of from above.
Oh, God.
I think it already passed.
Hold on. I was in on that one, too. That's all right, Terrell. It's okay. I got to show all my little 2-3 little highlights on TV.
The truth shall set you free.
Whatever. Whatever. I don't know why you should. What is the purpose, Terrell?
I was just looking and I see you. I wasn't looking for you. I'm looking.
You just happened to see me.
Yeah. You just saw 34.
Let me ask y'all a question. How many touchdowns? Oh, there it is. Yeah, bam. Look, I'm out of there. Look, he's running from me. They're running. They were scared of me. Go back. They were scared of me. There it is, right there. They ran from me, bruh. Bruh.
They running for a mud.
They're running away from.
They gotta get.
They're like, oh, PJ's coming up.
Look at this guy way behind.
They was listen. Did you see him? Hey, the ball carrier was behind me at first, right?
Yeah, I think you got somebody.
Was he behind me?
Yeah, because you ran.
Mine was behind me. So then, if he was behind me, that's what I'm telling you. If he was behind me, those are two safeties in the corner that was running, trying to make the play. They wasn't trying to come through me to make the play. They would have had to go through me. And they said, "No, we're not going to do it.
I mean,
we're going to run in front of them."
Pretty good angles. The only thing was Amon is just faster.
Yeah, you could take an angle on a fast guy. He still burn you.
Yeah. I look good in my all black socks, didn't I, Rico?
You did look good. You did look that 34 looked good
with the George Sullivan spat.
Hey BJ, you look good. You look good in your jersey.
Hey man, listen. You're gonna hear a little bit later on. It doesn't matter what you got on. Okay, doesn't matter. Matter of fact, we need to stop with the meowing. We need to stop with it. See, we want to meow, look good, then play okay or play bad. I would rather look bad and play good because I know if I keep playing good, that I'll look good. And then
my motto is: if you look good, you play good.
Are you trying to say that you don't want a bunch of cats? Are you trying to say you want some dogs?
We gotta have some dogs, man.
Trying to get our two boys ready to carry them to golf tournament before practice, right? 12 cats live across the road. Our door's open. Screen's broke. We need to get a new screen door, but the screen's broke. So you can come in through the screen, but you can't get back out of it. I turn and look, there's a little kitty cat in our kitchen. So I said, "What are you doing in here, little kitty cat?" By that time, the cat turns, tries to get back out. That screen won't go that way. Cat starts going, meow, all crazy. And I told our players, we need more dogs. Bo's barking in the back. I have to go shut Bo up. Mel's like, "What's going on?" I said, "There's a cat in the house." "Cat in the house?" I said, "Yeah, there's a cat in the house." So I told our players, I tried to let it out the front door. Meow, meow, the cat's still going crazy in there. And I told our players, you need to be more like a dog. We don't need a bunch of cats in here looking in the mirror. Do I look good? I got my extra bands on. I got my other shoes on. Be a dog. We don't need no meows. We don't need no cats.
We don't need no meows, Terrell.
We need more dogs.
Need some dogs.
Dog.
Who was that, Terrell? That's the question. Who was that on that rant?
Play it again. Let me hear the first part of it.
I don't think you're gonna get his name because I don't even
never get it. Forget it.
Trying to get our two boys ready to carry them to golf tournament before practice, right? 12 cats live across the road.
Man.
No.
You're not gonna get his name because I don't even know his name. So even if you get it right, I couldn't tell you if you're right.
Yeah, it's Coastal Carolina's coach in 2014.
Coastal Carolina coach, yeah, from back. Not Jamie Chadwell now. Coastal Carolina before.
I'm quite sure the text line would know. www.wingstop.com. The text line would know.
Probably.
They would know.
402-464-5685 Honda Lincoln Hotline, Starter Heyman text line. Join us in the conversation. Tell us what the coach's name is. I don't know what the coach's name is. Coastal Carolina head coach from 2014. And also Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream. You can comment on there.
Let's go number 2. Come on, Terrell. You need to get your game up, sir.
Some guys might decide that it's a little too tough or it's a little too hard, it's a little too demanding. I'll give you a little example. I got an anonymous letter from a parent. Said, we're just kind of bummed out this year that the boys only get 2 weeks off before they start their summer conditioning program. Normally they get 3. Well, we gave them a week at the start of the semester rather than at the end. But here's my point, okay? It's Division I football. It's the Big 12. It ain't intramurals. You got 2 weeks after finals. You got a week at July 4th, and you got a week before camp starts. That's a month. That's probably more vacation than you guys get. And we're a little bummed out that we don't get 3 weeks. Go play intramurals, brother.
You know who that is? Neither do I. Rashawn, who is that?
Dan Hawkins. Who did he coach? Do y'all know who he coached? What team?
Dan Hawkins. What's the Big 12?
No,
Yeah, it's the Big 12. Think about
I
that.
would say
It's the Big 12.
No. What
Dan
year?
Hawkins.
Because the Big 12's
Come
changed.
on.
It
It's
sounded
the
like
Big
an older
12.
team.
You know it had to be like the start of the Big 12 somewhere.
Yeah, give me Kansas. No, not Kansas State. Give me Texas Tech.
No.
No.
That was the one before. Or Colorado. Dan Hawkins.
Colorado. Oh, of course. Why did I not know that? Yeah, it wasn't his son. Was his son the quarterback?
I don't know.
Could
I
be a
don't
different
know,
league.
man.
Whatever. I'm
No.
making stuff up as I go.
Okay, let's go. Number 3, Terrell, you are 0 for 2, man.
Oh, they said the Coastal Carolina coach was David Bennett.
Oh, that's exactly what it is. Come on, give me number Terrell. I'm going to stomp the black shirt this whole time, and I'm telling you, I got a lot in the clip. I don't think you're going to get one of these.
I'm too busy playing football. I don't have time to listen.
I'm not going to go in order.
Hey, man, look, we got a bye week, man. We got to sometimes have a little fun.
All right, we'll play it.
Well, what happened was that second game, we got our ass kicked. Or the second half, we just got our ass totally kicked. We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't run the ball. We didn't try to run the ball. We couldn't complete a pass. We sucked. The second half, we sucked. We couldn't stop the run. Every time they got the ball, they went down and got points. We got our ass totally kicked in the second half. That's what it boiled down to. It was a horse performance in the second half. Horse. I'm totally embarrassed and totally ashamed. Coaching did a horrible job. The players did a horrible job. We got our ass kicked in that second half. It sucked.
That sounds like the old guy from the Colts. Is that
Cool.
Jim Moore?
That is.
Listen, hold up. Let me just say something real quick. Turn the computer the other way.
I'm not even looking at it.
No, I see you reading. I can see you. I can see you reading.
I'm looking at my phone.
No, you not.
Oh my God! This is something else.
This man I can see you.
Oh my God!
Listen, we were on the phone together.
Right, well, go ahead. I'm gonna turn this way.
If we was on regular radio, yeah. But you know what? Now we're streaming live on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all. I'm not Instagram, but you know.
My text.
I didn't pull the text line up for him.
See?
That's not true.
That's a lie.
Stop it. That is a lie.
Let's go to the next one.
Okay, we'll go to the next one. Let's go with this.
Turn the computer and your phone. Put it down.
I'm behind him.
He's not even looking.
You need to be able to talk into the mic, though. Okay.
We failed to make our coaching points and our points more compelling than their fat little girlfriends. Now, their fat little girlfriends have some obvious advantages. For one thing, their fat little girlfriends are telling them what they want to hear, which is how great you are and how easy it's going to be and how, we had a whole bunch of people. Everybody wanted to win the football game, but nobody wanted to play the football game. Well, that defies every level of work ethic that exists with regard to football. And as coaches, we have to solve our failure on reaching them, and the players have to listen. And I'm willing to go to fairly amazing lengths to try to make that happen. I don't know if I'll be successful this week or not, but I am going to try, and there will be some people inconvenienced. And if it happens to be their fat little girlfriends, too bad.
Coach's rant. Who is it?
Whew.
Stop looking. You're looking.
He's not looking.
Dude,
I can see him, Rico. What are you talking about? No, he's not looking. I can see him, Rico. Oh my God! Turn the computer so I can see it, Rico. Put it towards you. There you go. You're just showing him. Now it's just ridiculous.
There, now look, you can see it. He can't see it. You see the little screen right there.
Who is it? He's cheap.
You want to play it again?
Is it a coach
No.
from Oklahoma State?
Nope.
No.
We already said it. We really said his name already, but
no, you didn't, dude. This is another clip. Go to the next one, Rico.
Do you want me to replay this one?
No.
Honestly, his voice, you should be able to
As coaches, we failed to make our coaching points and our points more compelling than their fat little girlfriends. Now they're
0 for 3, Mike Leach. We're not waiting. Where's that 0 for 4? Is that 0 for 3 or 4?
That's 1 for 4.
He didn't get one.
Yeah, he did. He got
count.
Tamora.
Oh,
no.
Oh man, come on.
He didn't get the Coastal Carolina. He didn't get Dan Hawkins. He got Jim Mora, and he didn't get Mike Leach.
Okay, I listen. I'll give him a half a point. Okay, so let's go to the next one.
Your scoring system is flawed.
Okay, well, he cheated.
I'm giving him a 1 for 4. You can't prove that he cheated.
I can't prove it. I'll look at it. All we got to do is rewind the tape. I told you, the eye in the sky don't lie.
I'm playing the clip.
3/4 of this is inaccurate. It's fiction. And this article embarrasses me to be involved with athletics tremendously. And that article had to have been written by a person that doesn't have a child and has never had a child that's had their heart broken and come home upset and had to deal with the child when he is upset and kick a person when he's down. Here's all that kid did.
Turn it up, son, Rico.
He goes to class. He's respectful to the media.
There it is.
He's respectful to the public. And he's a good kid. And he's not a professional athlete. And he doesn't deserve to be kicked when he's down. If you want to go after an athlete, one of my athletes, you go after one that doesn't do the right things. You don't downgrade him because he does everything right and may not play as well on Saturday. And you let us make that decision. That's why I don't read the newspaper. Because it's garbage. And the editor that let it come out is garbage. Attacking an amateur athlete for doing everything right.
Pause it, Rico.
Then you want to write articles about guys that don't do things right.
Pause it, Rico. Don't give it to him. Pause it. Who is it, Terrell?
Jimbo Fisher.
You didn't get to the part. You didn't get to the part that is like
Rico. It's the captain's questions. You can't tell me what to do.
You gotta give him a synonymous part of that rant.
Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and give him the rest of the rant.
That rant is popular for one reason. You gotta give it to him.
No, give him the rest of the rant now. Give it to him.
Downgrade him, the ones that do make plays. Are you kidding me? Where are we at in society today? Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Does that help?
Come at me. I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm 40. That's the most popular part of that rant. That is the popular part of that rant.
0 for 5.
I don't know who it is.
Mike Gundy.
Okay.
Oklahoma State. You knew it, but I kind of stumped you.
All right, we're gonna take
number 6.
We're gonna take a break and then we'll get to number 6.
Hey, listen, let Terrell throw it to break. Let him get a win.
Okay.
Well, I'm a loser today. I'm here at 93.7 the ticket. I'm 0 for 5, and when you come back, I'll be going for 0 for 6. The ticket.
No, because Rico's gonna tell you.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping, thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Chances are you've tried fruitcake before. Chances are it looked pretty weird. Lots of colors that don't really exist in nature. Chances are it tasted weird. Chances are you need to try fruitcake again. Grandma's fruitcake from Beatrice Bakery. None of that weird stuff you didn't like, just real fruit, premium nuts, and the delicious flavor combination of brandy, bourbon, and rum to meld all that together. See for yourself. Grandma's Fruitcake from Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
They might win, they might lose, but either way, you have something to say about it. Don't miss the Husker After Party postgame show immediately following every Nebraska football game. Nick Sainert and Jake Bachhoven give instant reaction, quotes from the players and coaches, and take all your phone calls with thoughts on the game. It's the Husker After Party postgame show, only on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sponsored by Action Plumbing and Heating, Gary Michaels Quilliers, and Brant Excavating.
How's Wingstop sound?
crispy, juicy classic wings. Made to order, cooked to perfection, and sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. And of course, spicy Cajun fried corn. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.58 per hour. And other select jobs is starting at $24.28 per hour, with wages growing up to $30.30 per hour. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
At Venue Catering and Events, we offer two of the most historic ballrooms in Lincoln. The Jasmine Room, located in the historic Grand Manse in the heart of downtown, featuring a beautiful built-in antique bar, spacious patio, and soaring skylit ceilings. The Scottish Rite Ballroom, located just 2 blocks from the state's capital, boasts intricate hand-carved columns, rich dark wood floors, and lavish chandeliers. The perfect venues to host your wedding, corporate event, or much more. For availability and more information, call us at 402-603-6483.
Guys, I just had my weigh-in over at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping after my second 10-week session over there. Since I started with them in April, I've lost 70 pounds. No pills, no starvation diets, just the proven method at Farrell's using kickboxing, strength training, nutrition, and personalized coaching. It all starts with their 10-week challenge. The next one begins on October 1st. Reserve your spot and get half off by mentioning the ticket. You can get all the information at fxblincoln.com, and I'll see you at Farrell's for the 10-week challenge beginning October 1st. Join now for 50% off.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Wow, did you ever save me money on my car?
Yes, that's why our customers keep coming back.
How do you do it, friendly car dealer ?
We simply have low overhead and high trade-in values. The next line's yours.
Oh.
Ready for something better? Mullen Motors is a no-hassle, no-pressure dealership with financing available. Check out the inventory at MikeMullenMotors.com.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, sponsored by Wingstop on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, man. Welcome back to the captain. I'm with
the black shirt.
I'm with
Rico
Suave. The plant. Let me stop. Hey, Rico. All right. Sorry. See, I almost got sidetracked because you almost sidetracked me.
What did I do?
Let's go to the next one.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if you derailed me.
No. Let's go with. I feel like he'll get the last one, so I'm gonna go with this one.
Considering that you're the highest paid state employee and there's a $2 billion budget deficit,
Yep.
do you think that
Not a dime back.
Not a dime back.
Not a dime back. I'd like to be retired someday.
So
I'm getting tired.
1.6 million is enough.
I'm sorry?
1.5 million.
I make a lot more than that.
You do.
Yeah.
What's the what's your?
What was the take tonight?
I don't know. What's the deal with Comcast work?
You're not really that stupid, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
No, I really
My best advice to you?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That's very polite of you.
No, it wasn't playing. I like you to shut up. This is if you want to talk to me outside, I'm more than happy to talk to you. We talk about
If these
basketball.
guys covered this stuff, I wouldn't have to do it.
Will you please? Quite frankly, we bring in $12 million to the university. Nothing to do with state funds. We make $12 million a year for this university. Get some facts and come back and see me. Get some facts and come back and see me. Don't throw out salaries or other things. Get some facts and come back and see me. We turn over $12 million. to the University of Connecticut, which is state-run?
Rick Pitino.
No.
One more guess.
John Calipari.
No. Jim Calhoun.
Jim Calhoun. Okay. He was
Terrell?
basketball.
Yes.
Yeah, I was.
That was a monkey.
Yeah.
I threw a curveball at you. I didn't want to give you the easy ones, Terrell. It's too easy.
You're not giving me anything.
Okay, now that's 1 for 5. You're gonna get this one. If you don't get this one, I'll be very surprised.
I'm going to a bowl game still.
We'll see.
This is what's great about sports. This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game.
Oh, yeah, I got that one.
You don't play to just play it.
Who is it?
Great thing about sports. You play to win. And I don't care if you don't have any wins. You go play to win. When you start telling me it doesn't matter, then retire. Get out. Because it matters.
Herm Edwards.
Yeah.
There you go. Bing, 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 bing.
2 for 6.
Hey, bowl eligible. Hey.
Goodness
2 for
gracious.
5.
There was 6.
Good job. Good job. Listen, the only way to go is up from here.
That's it.
Yeah, but every Thursday I'm gonna have my questions for Terrell. For the
6
black
questions
shirt.
for Terrell.
Yeah, 8.
8.
7.
You could go.
I would
Yeah,
do
go 7.
7.
It's like
Go
a test.
7.
It's like allowing a touchdown or not.
Well, he's 43. We'll go 7.
Okay, we'll go.
And you're
7.
34.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
I mean, do you want to go in the room 43-34 or 34-43? Which one?
Either one, he coming out messed up, so it doesn't matter.
Neither. I got my own.
No, listen. The rooms are what you want to discuss. Okay.
I know.
So if we're in room 43-34, I say, Terrell, black shirt, we're in room 43-34. What's your thoughts on today? What's going on in Nebraska football?
Well, we're on a bye week right now, VJ, and we'd like to say that we want to get our athletes back together. You know, we want to get them to hit and tackle and get back to the basic fundamentals of football.
That's what you say. Rico, what'd you say? What say you, Rico?
What's the question again?
What is the current state of Nebraska football in your eyes?
Not great, Bob.
Play Friday, play Halloween's theme song, and that should give you the example of how Nebraska football.
Nah, we coming back, man.
It's not in a well.
yeah,
Hopefully,
we got a
it's
game
not
in
in.
2
Yeah,
weeks.
but it's not in a great situation. It can be revived. It can be brought back.
What's
But
wrong?
As of right now, the current state of Nebraska football, not in the greatest situation.
No, the problem
You
is
guys looked
gone.
at have you looked at Indiana?
Yeah, they're 3-0.
Perfect. I'm glad you said that. Had you looked back at the teams that we played, that we lost to or played, have you looked at what they did?
No, I just know that they're 3-0. I know that they beat Illinois, who Nebraska did not beat last year.
Well, Northwestern lost to Duke.
Yeah.
Northwestern also lost to somebody else.
Yeah, so you know, and
Nebraska lost to Georgia
you could
Southern.
you could throw the records out, but at the end of the day, Indiana 3-0,
Yeah.
3-0, and we're
They have beaten
1-3.
they've beaten the teams put in front of them, and Nebraska has only beaten one of them.
Yeah, I get that, but let's stick on Northwestern because it's you got this is how you can kind of gauge where our team is. Northwestern lost to Duke, and they also lost to Southern Illinois. Okay, 1-2. North Dakota, by the way, because they're in a lesser conference, they shocked the world and beat number 24 UNI, and then they came back and beat Northern Arizona. So they're on a 2-game win streak.
Look at them.
I'm just telling you. Now, what about our beloved Georgia Southerns? What did they do?
Did they beat Appalachian State?
They didn't play Appalachian State. They played who'd they play?
They lost to UAB.
Oh, that makes us terrible.
Hey,
which
watch out. The Blazers
UAB
is good.
I know.
Which UAB, hold on. UAB lost to Liberty. Must I go on?
Liberty's good. Hugh Freeze. They almost they put a scare into whoever they played last
Wake
weekend.
Forest? Wake Forest?
Wake Forest? Wake Forest
They
is
didn't
ranked.
scare- They didn't scare Wake Forest.
And
Though.
Kent State played Oklahoma better
wasn't
than
it-
Nebraska played Oklahoma.
My point is, I'm looking at what, and you're right, Terrell, but and that's what my point is. I'm looking at the teams that we play and what they've done since they've played us, who they won to, who they lost to. We got work to do, ladies and gentlemen. We got a ways to go here. Let's not forget where we're at. Let's understand that with fundamentals of football, I do believe that we will look better. Listen, if we play the entire game the way we played the first 3 series of Oklahoma, that's a completely different team. It's a completely different team. But I just thought that was kind of funny that Northwestern hasn't won a game since they beat us.
And you know one way we can do that. That's if you play the first 3 series like that, I think that we should have you sub guys because that was a fast offense. You got to get them guys a break. After 3 straight drives or like that or that because they was right back on the ball quicker than anything. Oklahoma was, and
that's why it's hard to sub people.
It is. So you got to give the guy straight out the. Hey, you're in next series. So it ain't about subbing. It's about getting the guys in the next series to get that guy a break. So if you do,
but isn't it about being in shape?
I mean,
we're talking series. We ain't talking quarters. We're talking series.
But this game is faster than what it was back in 1997.
You can be in great shape and still get tired at certain points.
Yeah,
especially with how fast Oklahoma was going and how they're spreading everything out. You're running from sideline to sideline trying to make a play.
Just imagine if you're a linebacker, you got a strong left call, and you on the right, and you got to run way over there on the outside of the hash because if you're playing man, your man is way out there, and then as the running back goes in motion, he goes out of motion. You got to run with him. So it's a whole bunch of things that'll make you tired on the football field.
If they're running deep routes,
not just bending over and putting your hand on the line and saying go.
Rico,
what?
Play the first rant. Play the first rant.
Trying to get our 2 boys ready to carry them to golf tournament before practice, right? 12 cats live across the road.
Let me just get this.
So I said, what are you doing in here, little kid? I told our players, we need more dogs. Bo's barking in the back. I have to go shut Bo up. Mel's like, what's going on? I said, there's a cat in the house. Cat in the house? I said, yeah, there's a cat in the house. So I told our players, I tried to let it out the front door. The cat's still going crazy in there. And I told our players, you need to be more like a dog. We don't need a bunch of cats in here. Looking in the mirror. Do I look good? I got my extra bands on. I got my other shoes on. Be a dog. We don't need no meows. We don't need no cats.
It's football. Anyway,
I don't know what being a dog has to do with getting tired.
Yeah, I mean a dog gets tired.
Dogs don't get tired.
When a dog
get tired.
When a dog hangs his tongue out his mouth, he's tired.
I mean, not real dogs. They don't get tired. You got to kill them. Real dogs ain't gonna get tired. They gonna keep on running till they might blow their heart up. Take a dog on a hunt. Why do you think they have dogs on hunts?
Well, they have multiple dogs. So if one dog's lagging behind because it's tired, you have another dog.
You take a dog
to take the lead.
You take a dog hunting, but the hunter got to shoot the prey first. So he's gonna be right there, sitting on the ground, just waiting, getting his rest. Okay.
I think
any other scenario.
Most of the time, dogs have a responsibility to guard the house. Like I told you before yesterday, dogs have more. Have you ever had a cat that was a working cat? Please tell me.
Dogs sleep more than humans.
That's not what we're talking about here, sir. We're talking about have you had a working cat, sir?
No.
There's no way you get with a dog is a worker.
Substituting people who get tired. Because a dog, even though a dog is a working dog, guess what? That dog still gets to rest. If you're not home and nobody's breaking in the house, guess what that dog is doing? Nothing.
We're not talking about that, though. We're talking about when it's time to get busy. When it's time, when the lights are on, when the robber's at the front door. The cat is not running to the front door.
No,
the dog is going to be at the front door barking.
Yeah.
Letting everybody in the house know, hey, There's an intruder at the door. See, he's working.
And then the intruder breaks
So,
in,
BJ.
and then the dog and the intruder are fighting for an hour. You gonna tell me the dog's not tired?
Yeah, I think you're missing the boat here, sir.
I'm not.
When you train the dog up, you train him to do what you want him to do. So if you train a greyhound, what do you train a greyhound for? Running. Right. Terrell, how many times did we have to run after a hard practice? Because we've been talking about how hard the practices are, all right? Right?
Yeah.
All right. We practice harder than everybody. But what did Coach Osborne make us do after practice?
Run.
Well, why did he make us run after practice? We practice hard.
Keep endurance up.
How many plays did you come out of the game when the game was on the line?
Couple of, if I got tired or, mistake.
Would you hit you tap your helmet? You tap your hat?
Nah.
If you're tired and you're in the game and you make a mistake, that's gonna be costly for your team. If you have somebody that could back you up and let you get a play or two off, and then you come back in and make those plays, I mean that's beneficial for the team.
It's like a 17 play drive, and the offense goes back out there and fumble, then put you right back on the field, and that's 20. That's what?
That's
your 18 play right there. So you gonna tell me you're gonna put that guy right back out there after 18 plays?
You should have some capable backups to spell your starters.
Well, you should, but unfortunately, in this situation, we don't. So you have to get in shape.
Somebody has to step up.
Man, you know what, you guys? You lucky I ain't in the studio right now. Good job. Good thing I ain't in there.
Yeah, because you'd have got tackled right about now.
You're right. It'd have been some problems. I might have been trying to run for my life from you too.
Tackle.
Hey, listen, y'all smell that?
All right, camera back.
It smells like chicken sandwiches only from Wingstop. Get all 12 flavors and now 13, but get all 12 flavors.
Tony, I'd never have a gold shirt, Tony.
Who was that? Tony
Ortiz said, give him a gold shirt.
Oh, dang.
Never wear a gold shirt.
Hey, you don't even get a gold shirt. You get a yellow shirt.
Who?
www.chicken sandwich. No, I'm just kidding. www.wingstop.com. Get to one of our 3 locations, 50th and O Street, 29th and Pine Lake Road, or 28th and Superior. Tell them I sent you, and you can get whatever flavor you want. I'm here. I'm with Rico. I'm with the black shirt. It's 93.7, the ticket, the captain.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batsrats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and things are cooking in Louisville. Right now, our pre-owned sales are off the charts, and we have loaded up the lots full of inventory. We've got a great supply of Sierras, Silverados, Tahoes, Yukons, and crossovers. Plus, we've got a great supply of back-to-school cars just in time for the big day. Don't forget about all of those new 2022 and 2023 units arriving every day as well. So please take that short, money-saving drive down 144th Street or shop online at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the Ticket crew live from Tipsy Tina's in the Haymarket as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Brought to you by A1 Automotive, Mullen Motors, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Bauer Underground, Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group, and Ritchie Brothers.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Oktoberfest is back. Dust off your lederhosen and head to Kincaid Brewing in the Haymarket for one of their favorite parties of the year. Enjoy exclusive beers plus sausages and pretzels from the brand new beer house. And make sure you get to Kincaid early to snag an Oktoberfest mug. It all starts at noon this Saturday with live music all the way through the day, plus cornhole, axe throwing, and Stein Stamina. It's Oktoberfest at Kincaid in the Haymarket starting at noon this Saturday.
Seasons change, but your land stays the same. You need the right solutions to keep you moving. That's why you rely on Acres Equipment, your Nebraska-owned premier John Deere dealership. Whether you're harvesting, protecting your crops, feeding the herd, maintaining your lawn, improving your business, or letting off some steam, Acres has what you need to get the job done. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn will get it to the 24-yard line.
Coming at you live from the Coppell Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by Wingstop. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Ah, yeah!
I can't go to the music, Terrell, so you have to come in with the music when I'm in the red room. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you have to, you gotta interact here, sir. You can't be, But Terrell, I listen, with it being so much stuff that's going on around Nebraska football, all of us want Nebraska football to succeed, to put their best foot forward every time they go out. When you think about the job that Mickey has to get done, how much is it going to take other people helping?
Takes a village to get these kids right. The main thing is all the coaches got to come together, and they got to come together and get these kids practicing well and tackling well. Mickey's doing a great job. It's back to football now. It's back to the basics. You gotta come out hard at practice, like you say. No music. He took away the black shirts. That should be the first one that gets the players really amped up to play, to get your jersey back. And it's a long road for us, but I think with the right direction, like I said with Mickey, and I'm excited to see the things that Bill Bush is going to do on defense. So that's probably a positive right there. But I want to see how he does that, and then come back from the debacle from Oklahoma. Get the offense back on track. So that's the first thing you got to do: get the offense back on track and get those guys real focused, because it starts with the offense right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so the offense got to get better. I mean, we got to put up more than 14 points. And the defense got to, they got to learn to tackle. They got to, they did good. Like you said, the first 3 series of defense, they did very good. But, this is a 4-quarter game. This is not just a 3 and out, contest. This is all the way to the 4th quarter. So they got to learn to play the whole game, not just play one half, take 2 halves off, and come back and play the 4th half, because you get blown out like that, or your chances are not going to be great. So the thing to do is, get these guys in really good shape. Or, you make some substitutions, or get some young guys ready to play and get them experience. These guys got 4 games to play. You pick and choose what games you want them to play. But if I was the coach, I would want my red shirts to play against the 4 best teams we're going to play this year. It's just plain and simple, And after that, if they grade out great enough to keep going for the rest of the season, then you let them play. So, it's different scenarios you could take towards getting his team back on track. And the first thing Mickey doing is just getting them focused, back to the basics, back to Nebraska football. So I think he's very aware of what Nebraska football is because he played here. And, and what people don't understand about Mickey is that he really, really, really cares about these kids. So, and if they see somebody that cares for them in this leadership role, then they're going to play harder for him.
Rico, you leaving? Rico! Where are you going? Where are you going? Don't you keep walking out in the middle of the, y'all can't be doing this in the middle of the set.
Your producer
is wrong with you guys? You better run. I'm telling you, Terrell, what are you doing?
Who?
When I leave, you're the boss. You can't be letting people do all this so crazy stuff. Bach and Rico and them tag teaming right on air.
Well, Bach is our man. Bach is our man.
Rico's got some things to do.
I know, but they could tag out. We could have threw it to break.
Yeah.
What's up, Bach? I mean, how's the little one doing?
Oh, he's got an ear infection. We'll see. Okay. Hopefully not too bad. We'll give him some medicine.
Bach, what say you? Why are you such a Ohio State alum / Utah guy? Why are you an Urban Meyer? Why are you an Urban Meyer guy? I want to know. Everybody, because I'm hearing Urban Meyer a lot, right?
Yeah.
Even though we know what it is, I know what I want, and it doesn't matter. I want to know why Urban Meyer.
I think that he's your one chance at a home run hire. I mean, I think that there's all these, names out there, and kind of throw Mickey Joseph in there that are potentially good hires. I mean, could work out, gut feelings, things like along that nature. Urban Meyer's a proven top 10 coach. So I just kind of look at it that way. I think with a lot of these other hires, you could be, for a baseball reference, trying to make it, have a contact hitter up there. I think you got a power hitter up there if you got Urban Meyer, because he's proven. I mean, we can say what we want about this or that. 3 national titles, as you well know, Rashawn, speaks a lot.
Yeah, but Ohio State, he already had athletes. But you want a guy that kicks a kicker,
That's
kicks
fine.
him in the club with your daughter. You want all that. Nobody wants that, man. We want a great Nebraska guy. We want somebody that can fit this Nebraska Cornhusker football team, and Urban Meyer is not that guy to me, because just because he won at other schools, and he had great athletes. It wasn't just him. He had great athletes.
That's what he bring to here, I believe.
I mean, we got athletes. All can bring great athletes. It ain't just Urban Meyer.
Great athletes.
It's all about what Nebraska feel like we need, and Trev knows that. Trev is going to go out there. Mickey's doing a great job, and we just need Mickey to win. And these kids know that. So I think the kids need to play harder for Mickey, in order for Mickey to coach hard for the kids. It goes the same way. They both got to do their job at the end of the day. All of them.
So Bach, back to you. What does Urban Meyer do day one different than any other coach?
He just brings that level of credibility day one, and kind of moving forward. And yeah, I don't know if he'd get Nebraska to the point that you have Ohio State or Florida. Obviously the recruiting footprint's a little bit different there, but again, I think if you if you want to be in the top 25, you got to make a top 25 hire. You want to be in the top 15, you got to make a top 15 hire. You want to be in the top 10, that's around where Urban Meyer's at. So that's what I want. I want a top 10 hire. I don't want, if it's not Urban, it's got to be somebody big, somebody that we're not expecting. This list of guys, I'll be happy with Lance Leipold. I'll be, Matt Campbell, and certainly with Mickey Joseph. I'm not going to be completely upset about it. I just think that he's kind of in his own league. In normal circumstances, he wouldn't consider Nebraska. The baggage that's there is the reason why Nebraska's have the opportunity to get him to begin with. So, I mean, that's part of the kind of what you're dealing with there. But I just can't help but think, it's like if you had a chance at Tom Osborne. I mean, how many guys have 3 national championships? It's like, Dabo Sweeney's interested in you. That's the level that Urban Meyer's put himself in by winning these titles. And yes, he comes with baggage. Yes, it's not necessarily a 10-year plan, but it gets Nebraska back to the point where it needs to be. And then from there, maybe, you can navigate and try. But I mean, this is 6. I mean, if it doesn't get turned around, that's 6 losing seasons straight for the Huskers. We can talk all about the brand and how we want it, but I remember 10 years ago on this radio station talk about how crazy it was that kids that we were recruiting those days didn't watch the Nebraska football teams win national championships. It's crazy how far that it's moved down the line to now. Kids that you're recruiting didn't even see Ndamukong Suh in college. And the last 10 years, and now if it's 6 in a row, 6 without a bowl game, Nebraska cannot miss on this hire. You can't go with a gut feeling. You can't go with this guy's proven enough. We'll take, a bargain bin hire like Mike Riley. You need to hit with this one. And that's why I think it's so urgent and to go after and swing for the fences.
I mean, you got a point. Jeffrey Lutz says this, though. He says, I think you bring Urban Meyer in for 4 years and he trains Mickey Joseph and gets the programs back on his feet. And then I would imagine he turns it over. Duck Bates says, huh?
It's gonna take Urban Meyer won't win in his first 3 to 4 years at Nebraska. So he's not gonna wait a long time. Buck, we got to start from scratch again. I mean, what are you talking about? Have you seen us play?
I have seen us play, but I've seen
well, you're not gonna. This is not no overnight story. This is not the Mighty Ducks. You know what I'm saying? This is Nebraska. Look at how we played.
Again, look at the defense from 2007 to 2008. The 2007 defense was just as bad as this defense.
Defense?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Look at the defense this year.
That's what I'm saying. It was just as bad. The next year, Bo Pelini came in, albeit with probably better recruits on campus that Bill Callahan piled up, and had a 9-4 season. Urban Meyer's never gone worse than 8-3.
You had the offensive kids. This is.
They've got some offensive firepower right now.
We do, but we don't have the line. And you see what happens when we play against a quality team with a good defensive line. Your quarterback gets knocked around, and what? Look at Casey. He almost got killed out there.
They're a ways away from.
Probably got 5 stitches in his chin from that hit he took. You never know.
They're a ways away from beating Oklahoma. I don't think Urban Meyer does that in year one. But Nebraska's at the point where, listen, Oklahoma, Michigan. Yeah, that'd be a cherry on top. Nebraska hasn't won a meaningful game in over a decade. You've got to beat the teams that you got to beat. It's no longer Wisconsin and Iowa, even in the Big Ten West. You got to beat Minnesota and Purdue. I mean, you've got. They are starting from the bottom, but you've got to get back to a point where you're winning the games that you're expected to win. The measuring stick games against the bigger time programs, that might take a few years, but for any coach. But I don't want to. I don't think we need to start at trying to get to 5 wins next year.
I know, but how does Urban do that with what the current state of affairs? Being that, the level of coach that he is and the level that he's coached at, he's used to having some type of bullets in the gun. He's used to having some studs over on the sideline. Whereas here, not that we don't have them, you got to develop them because they've been underdeveloped for so long. The development just hasn't been where it should be. And so I don't know if he would want to come in and do that whole rebuild. I mean, you think that's something that he would want to do? Come in and teach blocking and tackling?
Well, I think the transfer portal will certainly help out in that
Don't
case.
you say the transfer portal
How
again.
many can you?
How many can you get? I tell you what you do. You take all them 18 recruits and you scratch them right now, and I get
Anthony Grant.
No, I'm talking about coming up this year. I get 10 offense. I recruit 10 offensive linemen, and I recruit 10 defensive linemen.
Oh yeah.
Till we get something right about this line. We don't need no more skill positions. We need a line on both sides of the ball. So I don't care about receivers. I don't care about linebackers unless they are a 5-star that can come in and start. But I need offensive linemen, defensive linemen, and that's it. Because we need to get some pressure, and we need to learn how to block for that quarterback's sake.
Well, no doubt, but that was part of this whole, again, I keep going back to this because I think it's a fair point. Sometimes you can get swooped up in the offseason. Oh, Scott Frost won the offseason. How'd they win the offseason? They went to the transfer portal and got a few guys, yes, but the main problem was offensive line. They brought 2 guys in, and I'm not trying to negate what those guys are doing, but they didn't win the camp jobs. You didn't bring in starters. Your offensive line was awful last year. You lost your 2 best players off of it. You throw all this flash and stuff around with all the other positions. How much better can you do with a bad offensive line? That's been the problem. And they didn't address it. They got a new offensive line coach, and again, I like Raiola, but is that a play at Dylan Raiola? This is a guy that doesn't have offensive line experience. As far as a coach yet. I think it's been mishandled.
Yeah,
mismanaged.
Because the linebackers are mishandled. Look at the linebackers. I tell you what, I've seen better, and I don't know who to blame. I don't know if I'm blaming the coaches or the player, but in a little bit, I'm going to blame somebody the next game or two.
Yeah.
Because if I keep seeing the same play at linebacker like that, then Barrett Rudd's going to have to answer to me, or me and him going to have a buddy talk, come to Jesus talk about these linebackers. Because the play they're playing,
I mean, it goes back to, are we a better offensive line last year or this year? Because Cam Jurgens is one of the biggest losses that we can. At least we fought a little bit harder last year. Now, could you imagine if you put the backs that we have now behind the line that we had last year? That would be a different story altogether.
You know what? And I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. When we lose like this, dude, I don't even pay attention to the game anymore. It's just I just look at football.
You're surprised Gabe Urban had carries there.
Yeah, I was even surprised Gabe Urban led the team in rushing. So, when it's losing, I don't even get in the game no more. And the only reason I have to do it because I do the radio now, and that's why I watch the game now. But if I didn't have to watch it, VJ, I wouldn't even watch it.
Yeah, I mean, you right, but as a fan, especially now when you can get behind a coach like Mickey that's going to at least tell the truth and say, this is what it is. This is not, the cupboards are bare, or it's not. We're not going to get a sob story on what we should be doing and stick with us, and we're almost there, and just getting pushing the goalpost back. As far as I'm concerned, I think as long as you get real about where we're at, the fans will stay behind you. It was good for me to stay the entire game. Yeah. I was happy to stay the entire game. One, I wanted to be there. I wanted to see, some of the younger guys get in the game and actually do something. Because we don't know what star is going to be born unless they're out on the football field trying to be a star. It's like number 50, right? I can't remember his name for the big defensive tackle from Humungasaur. Listen, let me tell you something. There's no way he's not suiting for me.
There's no way. Now,
There's no way.
He's going to play 4 games. I don't know which 4, but he's going to play 4 games. It's a rule.
He's a mountain of a man.
You take advantage of that rule. You know what I'm saying? You don't sit him for the whole year. If he want, if he had weight issues, he's going to lose it in the game. Not on the sideline.
I'm gonna tell you a receiver that we're really looking over. That I think if he's given the opportunity, he'll probably catch it. He'll catch and do the things just as good as any receiver we have. Barry Miles Jr. Barry Miles Jr.
I don't know, Cabana's pretty good too. The kid from Georgia. He's had a great camp. He made great catch, and I haven't
Barry
seen
Miles
him.
Jr. Walk on. Barry Miles Jr. Right in the holster. Believe me. Listen. I said it. I told you when you see him, you're gonna be like, "Wow, where was he at all this time?" We're burying him on the bench. You can't bury talent. You got to put it up to the forefront. You got to train it up. Telling me Barry Miles Jr. is not good enough to catch balls when we got balls bouncing off of people's heads? Come on, man. Fundamental.
I also don't get how you have Isaiah Garcia Castaneda. You trust him enough to throw a fade route to him in the end zone in game 1, and then since then he gets a target or two a game.
Well, didn't he fumble?
Well, he fumbled against Northwestern, but that was a bang play.
Against Oklahoma too?
No, that was Trey Palmer. He didn't. I don't even think he had a target.
I thought we had 2 fumbles. I hope he didn't. I just thought we had 2 fumbles. I might be wrong.
Isaiah had 2 targets against Oklahoma. He dropped. I think he might have dropped both of them.
Is that what it was? I thought.
No.
Okay, I'm just simply saying, hopefully we can get back to basic football, right? Let's throw to the back out of the backfield. Let's see a tight end run a bootleg. When was the last time we saw that? Tight end run a bootleg. Never, right?
Well, you got.
So it's like we haven't seen one bootleg by tight ends yet. I want to see a tight end run a boot left, boot right, whatever, and off of a play fake. But you can't do that out of a spread set. If you're in a spread with the running back standing to the left, you can't do that. You got to be able to do it pistol. You could get away with it because at least you got a play fake. You got some form of hiding the ball. How come we've lost our way into understanding play fakes? I get the spread, but the ball, Terrell, I mean, what's easier to defend? A quarterback underneath the center or a quarterback that's in the spread set?
Probably in the spread set.
I mean, you can see the ball.
I mean, but you can say that, VJ, but you knew what style of football you was getting when we hired Mark Whipple. So it's not like we was going back to the power football. We knew we was a spread offense then. I mean, so it goes all the way back.
What did we hire Mark Whipple for? If we was going, if we were coming in here to run the spread offense and the fun and gun offense, that was a bad hire, because anybody knows, to me, that's been at Nebraska, that understands Nebraska football, they know what we run the ball. If you understand Big Ten football, stop with the one-track mind coaches. Take what the doggone defense gives you. If you don't have the studs to run a 4-wide type, throw it fun and gun, receivers all over the place type offense, you can't run it. You got to recruit it, and then you start opening up the playbook.
You don't have the line to run what you want to do. You only have a line that can hold up somebody for 2 seconds. So either way it goes, you're gonna have to run a pass. So that's the thing. Our line is not strong enough to hold somebody up that long enough to give us some. They give us time to pass the ball or run the ball.
And you don't have the deep. I love what you're saying, because that's what I ultimately think should work here. But you've got to get the people in place to do it. You also don't have the defense to rely on to try to eat up the clock, run the ball, low possession game. They just don't have the pieces for it.
Let me say this real quick, okay? Because see, you guys, I know you guys watched that game that we played against Oklahoma, right? And if you didn't watch, you knew what happened to us. What did Mickey say in the press conference that he wished he would have did? He said it was on him. Why? Why did he say it was on him? Because he wished he would have did what? Slowed the game down.
Yeah.
How do you slow the game down?
Run
the ball. You can't. If you're second and two, if you're second and 2 and you put the ball up you pass the ball, is that and it's a drop? Guess what's not running? The clock. But if I'm second and 2, even if I get 1 yard and I can burn off 35, 45, 50 seconds, that's a lot of time to give somebody the ball.
Yeah, but BJ, let's get one thing straight. This is not the old Nebraska. You got to go back to those ways. This is a RPO offense. This is a spread offense. I mean, you can run it. You can run it. Well, how you know it's going to work? How you know it's going to work with a power backfield?
Hold on. Go ahead. What offense did Callahan or did Riley run?
Man, who watches? I don't watch Nebraska when we go 5-7 or like somebody just said on the text line. I'm usually asleep after halftime, so I'm not gonna watch a whole game that I have no interest in. I like college football that comes down to the wire. For real, and I'm gonna tell you like this: when I watch the game, and if I don't like what I see, I'm going to the better game on the TV. I mean, but like I said, we can't. How if we line up too tight, wing back? Do you think this offense is going to be effective? Because because half the time some of them ain't learned to. They ain't been teach the block like that.
Bruh,
we don't have two tight ends. We barely have one. So
these are high, and as you saw when you showed the clip of me, we were in a tight set, and we were running on the other side. Because most of the times I was on the front side and maybe they thought we were running to that side. But you don't necessarily need a big old tight end. You need a guy that understands how to block. These are all guys who are they're smart guys. They wouldn't be at the University of Nebraska if they couldn't pick up how to step with the right foot. It's coaching it. It's every time I see you step with the wrong foot, I'm going to tell you, you step with the wrong foot, son. Step with the right foot, not the left foot.
Well,
where's your arch step?
We don't have the manpower to be trying to run the ball 60 times a game. I tell you, Nebraska offense is not built to run the ball 60 times a game.
It ain't built to throw it 60 times a game either.
Well, first of all, the offense, I don't know. Like I said, we're not strong enough.
Name me 3 go-to receivers. I'm listening.
Trey Palmer.
1.
Marcus Washington.
2.
And
you can't say 2. You can't say Marcus Washington because how many catches did he have against Oklahoma?
2. And how many times he was thrown to? Probably 2.
That's my point.
And that's the line got to do their job. The line got to do their job. That's the thing. The line got to do their job. Get this man at least. Do you got a horn at practice where you go and you got this how fast you got to throw the ball? So you got to throw the ball before that horn goes off. So, and Vokalech, he was a good. Did he play last week?
Yeah, he played.
So I don't think he's 100% though, because
I don't think so either.
So that's the thing though. But I think we got 3 go-to guys. We got 2 great running backs. We got 3 great running backs. So this week is going to be Gabe Irvin stepping up for AJ next week.
I still think you need more of a pro style offense. You need multiple sets. You need what Johnny Mitchell said yesterday, be able to run 13 plays out of 10 different formations and run them good.
Maybe us as Nebraska people, we need to wake up and this ain't the 90s no more. We need to play like everybody else play.
I think that's the problem.
I think that's
you got to how is everybody else playing?
They're winning.
You gotta have some facts, black shirt.
Okay, look at Alabama, look at Georgia, look at Indiana. They 3-0.
I like the screen game. That's what I'm saying. Bring back some of the old school. What about draws? We ain't seen one draw. How many screens have we saw? Not very many of them. Hey, listen, Duck Banks, BJ Arroyo, Duck Banks, all y'all. We're gonna get to y'all on YouTube when we get back. It's the captain on the ticket. I'm with
the black shirt.
I'm with
Coven.
www.wingstop.com. Get there. Chicken sandwiches.
Oktoberfest is back. Dust off your lederhosen and head to Kincaid Brewing in the Haymarket for one of their favorite parties of the year. Enjoy exclusive beers plus sausages and pretzels from the brand new beer house. And make sure you get to Kincaid early to snag an Oktoberfest mug. It all starts at noon this Saturday with live music all the way through the day, plus cornhole, axe throwing, and Stein Stamina. It's Oktoberfest at Kincaid in the Haymarket starting at noon this Saturday.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy, classic wings. Made to order, cooked to perfection. And sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. And of course, spicy Cajun fried corn. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
Wow. Did you ever save me money on my car?
Yes, that's why our customers keep coming back.
How do you do it, friendly car dealer ?
We simply have low overhead and high trade-in values. The next line's yours.
Oh.
Ready for something better? Mullen Motors is a no-hassle, no-pressure dealership with financing available. Check out the inventory at MikeMullenMotors.com.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Seasons change, but your land stays the same. You need the right solutions to keep you moving. That's why you rely on Acres Equipment, your Nebraska-owned premier John Deere dealership. Whether you're harvesting, protecting your crops, feeding the herd, maintaining your lawn, improving your business, or letting off some steam, Acres has what you need to get the job done. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln. My promise to you is this: you won't find another automotive repair facility that genuinely cares about you and your vehicle. Our service is outstanding and our customer service is better. Please give me a call for all your automotive repair questions and needs. Call me at 402-477-4660. We were built on small town values, and that shows in how we treat others. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
They say one great thing leads to another, and that's especially true when you visit a Great Clips salon. When you sit down for a haircut with the skilled and friendly stylist at one of our thousands of convenient Great Clips locations, they'll not only make your hair look great, they'll make you feel great too. And that's something you can't help but share with the world. Download our online check-in app today and opt in to get a ready next text when you're up next. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Hello, everybody. I'm Charlie Stone, and joining me in just a moment is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. But before I bring Andy on, I need to tell you about something that really got my attention. Just the other day, I saw on television Andy announcing that in the last 50 years, they had sold and serviced close to 100,000 vehicles.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, actually, the number would be a lot higher if we add in how many repeat customers we have for service and that come back to buy cars from us over and over and over again.
Now, Andy, tell everybody about your special offer.
Well, as most people know, always trade for vehicles, but now we're offering for people to come in and sell us their cars. We're ready to buy, bring it on in, whether it's a year old or a few years old, and we'll pay them cash that same day. It'll be hassle-free, and we'll do it the Honda of Lincoln way.
Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of buying cars, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Lincoln loves local business. What better way to support local than to drink local? Don't miss Lincoln Craft Beer Week beginning September 26th and continuing through October 2nd. You can't go wrong with 14 different local breweries, cideries, distilleries, and more putting on events to get you familiar with Lincoln's craft beverage scene. For more details on participating venues and Lincoln Craft Beer Week, visit lincoln.org/beertour. Brought to you by the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. Remember to enjoy responsibly.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. 93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Expect cloudy skies with a high of around 64 this afternoon. Winds turning out of the southeast around 10. We'll see a chance of showers pushing into the region late this afternoon. A continued chance of light rain tonight with a low of 52. Cloudy with chances of light rain tomorrow and a high of 68. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Bust it. Back with Vershawn Jackson, sponsored by Wingstop on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the Captain Show. It is me, the Captain, Vershawn Jackson, with Terrell Farley, the black shirt, and Mr. Covan, Jake Bakoven. And we trying to bring you a little bit of info, see, but I got to read some of these because I think it's some good stuff in here. Nebraska needs a committed coach that can teach blocking, tackling, and can adjust attitudes. Oh, you kicked butt last week. In your mentality, capitulated. Mental strength is required. Let's go, Mickey. Doug Banks says pro-style offense. If Turner didn't get a chance to run the show, why do we think Mickey has a chance? Because Turner's already in there, or Mickey's in the building already.
He's literally got a chance. He's
the guy. He's in the driver's seat, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's certainly got a chance. It's right now.
I just want to see us. I just want to see us get under center. I don't want to see us. It'd be a 3rd and 1 or a 2nd and 1, and then we hike the ball back 5 yards to get common sense. To me, that seems like that's not very common. You know, why not have that in your arsenal? You know, why not have a 44, put Barrington at fullback, or you put Yet at fullback. You can run a 32 trap. You can run a blast, and you put a tailback Ramir behind him and just tell him, act like you got the ball, son. Go duck your head. Run into somebody.
Easier said than done.
Eyes open. What do you mean? You don't think we can do it?
I don't think we have the line for it.
You gotta have the mentality. You gotta have the right guys.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe we could try it.
But I mean, it's not like the line's great at pass protection either. So the line it continues to be the problem. But it's not like, you know, it's not like a much better idea to do it out of shotgun. It's worth a shot once in a while, I think.
Yeah, I know.
But for what it's worth, too, with Whipple now. He's had critiques, okay, because remember the offseason talks there, and they weren't the best sourced, or they weren't the best. You remember when Pat Narduzzi went on that podcast, was complaining about how Whipple likes to pass too much, and now we had Scott Frost saying, you know, that they had to adjust to what was going to go on in the Big Ten, and now you have Mickey saying, yeah, we should have slowed things down. Whipple's got some guys. The last 3 coaches here in less than a year have all critiqued his play calling.
Well, I mean, I'll go back to it. I'm gonna critique all of them play calling because you play to win the game, right? If passing the ball is not going to help you win the game, then you might need to have your run package. But you got to prepare for anything because you never know what's going to work. Again, how many screens have we saw? Wouldn't it be nice to get the big fellas out there running on the screen? Let the guys go. Throw a screen, I guarantee you it's going to be wide open. Where's the wide receiver screens? We don't see them enough. Where are the draws? When's the last time we seen a running back draw? See, it's hard to make. It's hard to. You can do a draw out of the spread set. You just got to show the ball, and then give it to the running back. But to me, that's if you can do it in little league, you certainly can do it in college.
And that's one thing, because I mean, you say run the draw, but that might be our weak spot is running straight up the middle. You know, that's probably not the strong part of this offense. So
we haven't tried it.
You got to take it to the 4 gap or the 6 gap or 5 gap, whatever you said, or the B gap or whatever. But I don't think we're strong enough to run straight up the middle behind the center.
We haven't tried it. That's one. And we only did it. We did it against Northwestern on the goal line when everybody knew where the play was going. When was the last time you seen some type of pitch on the edge? Where's the pitch at? If you're going to be in the 3x1, which is a trips left, and you run a 49 pitch, that's a pitch to the left, quick pitch. I don't care what you call it. Those guys should have their guys outflanked. It should be pretty easy.
You know what I like
We're making it too complicated.
I like that third down and long. Sometimes that's when coaches will pull out the draw or just give up and run a little 5-yard run and punt the ball. I like that they throw it up to Trey, and I think that play probably they called pass interference on the defense. It was probably more on Trey than anybody else, but that's why you do that. That's why if you just run a go route, throw it up. If it's 3rd and 22, you got nothing else to lose. If they pick it off, it's just like a punt. You could try to get that, pass interference call. Nebraska just hasn't done that over the years. So I was glad to at least check that off the list of something I've seen Nebraska do.
No, common sense, not very common, because for whatever reason, us common folk don't want to be common no more. We want to be elaborate. We want to do all these PlayStation games. You play the game, don't you, Black Shirt?
Yeah, but I see what you're saying, Nebraska, VJ, but it's not that college football has to catch up with Nebraska. Nebraska has to catch up with college football now. You can say run and do all this, but we don't have the men strength up front. We don't have the D lineman to push. So we got to, they're adjusting. I mean, not even adjusting, but we're just playing football.
And you better get in the weight room, by the way.
Yeah, get in the weight room.
Better get in that weight room.
Because we look like some little guys out there.
I'm just saying we better get in the weight room because we didn't look.
Because ain't no way I would let a guy push me 10 yards in the end zone.
Yeah, that was bad.
Either I'm getting thrown out the game or something's gonna happen.
Well, what you would have did to him if he was pushing?
I gave him a gut check. I would have gave him a gut check. I would have gave him a little pop in the gut real quick. A little jab. Yeah. Well, I'd wait until he got on the ground one play and just get under the huddle with him. There's a lot of things you can do.
Give him some of the business underneath.
Yeah.
Really?
Then he won't be pushing.
You were doing, hey Terrell, you was for Feister like that doing that stuff underneath.
Nah, I'm claustrophobic. I don't like being up under the pile, but
I didn't think so.
I would have told because if Jason Peters or Christian would have seen somebody like that, they would have went after that guy the next play. He wouldn't have, we would have stuck up for our teammate. First of all, it never would have happened in the first place. So we're not worried about that. But if something like that did happen, it would have been on and popping for us.
Yeah, I don't think it would have happened. But if it did happen, I know there would have been some get backs getting. We just can't get pushed around. The thing that I hated most about that Oklahoma game was the way that we got punked out and pushed around. And I mean, I don't know what game that other people grew up loving, but I grew up loving football. And I know that if you demoralize your teammate, we were demoralized against Oklahoma. I don't care about the fight that we put up. The fact that we can turn our backs and get mowed down 10 yards down the field. And those are the types of plays that I'm talking about. We can't afford those moving forward.
And I happen to be on Oklahoma side and of the side. When that guy came off the sideline, he was laughing, joking. It was funny to him, and that really and for me being a former player, that ticked me off because the score was already out of hand, and it just ticks you off when you see people run off the field laughing and giggling at us.
I mean, if you get, and here's the deal. And I get it. You can get angry on the inside, but the anger should compel you to do something great. Not compel you to get a penalty. None of that. Compel you to go 150 miles an hour, and maybe you can make the play this time. But as a coach, if you're putting your players out of position and you're telling them to go the wrong route and you're not putting pressure on a quarterback that he lost to UAB, we shouldn't even be talking about this. But we're talking about it because that's the level of how do I say it without people getting all in their feet? That's the level of shenanigans we were fed by Mr. Frost and company. That we were getting better. That this is his best group. Right? Did I hear that?
Well,
the
that
best
coach
group of
will
guys.
continue to say that. Yeah, he's always having his best practice, and yeah, I'm sure he did.
So you got to understand that sandwich that we was eating wasn't right. And now that we can eat a regular chicken sandwich, it's a regular chicken sandwich. That's it. Now that we can eat a regular chicken sandwich, let us eat our chicken sandwich in peace while we try to work on the fundamentals of football. But if Mickey fed us one of those other sandwiches, there's no respect to persons as far as I'm concerned when it comes to Nebraska football. I could care less who the coach is. It don't matter to me. I was with whoever the coach was. Didn't matter, because at the end of the day, I was one of those young men. And if you're gonna teach young men to do things fundamentally wrong, I can't roll with you. It's fundamentally wrong. We need a coach that's going to go back. Man, listen, I hate to say it, but Frosty and Company took us back a long way. I'm talking a long way, because now you have players that are now hit shy, gun shy. They're hit shy because they haven't done it. So now, instead of being conditioned to hit with your head across, you condition to soft batch cookie with your head in front, and it's not going to work. You might get hurt. You might pinch a nerve. So we have to get back to understanding what is true blocking. I'm going to say this, Coach Riola, you need to coach those boys up and love them all. Period. Give them the love that they need, understanding that that's where they're at. So you take a person, a player, from where they're at, and you build from there. They don't need to be blowed off. They don't need to be told something. They don't need to be shown a technique that they can't do. Give them something that they can do. More from the captain when we return.
They might win, they might lose, but either way, you have something to say about it. Don't miss the Husker After Party postgame show immediately following every Nebraska football game. Nick Sainert and Jake Bachhoven give instant reaction, quotes from the players and coaches, and take all your phone calls with thoughts on the game. It's the Husker After Party postgame show, only on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sponsored by Action Plumbing and Heating, Gary Michaels Quilliers, and Brant Excavating. An entire week celebrating Lincoln's Craft Brewers is just around the corner. September 26th through October 2nd is Lincoln Craft Brew Week. Head to lincoln.org/beer tour for a complete schedule of events at your favorite local establishments. Brought to you by the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the Ticket crew live from Tipsy Tina's in the Haymarket as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Brought to you by A1 Automotive, Mullen Motors, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Bauer Underground, Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group, and Ritchie Brothers.
Seasons change, but your land stays the same. You need the right solutions to keep you moving. That's why you rely on Acres Equipment, your Nebraska-owned premier John Deere dealership. Whether you're harvesting, protecting your crops, feeding the herd, maintaining your lawn, improving your business, or letting off some steam, Acres has what you need to get the job done. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping, thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Tractor Supply is looking for full-time team members for their Waverly Distribution Center. Applicants can expect a 3- and 4-day work week schedule with additional overtime days with both day and night shift schedules available. Stand-up forklift and high-reach forklift experience is a plus for open positions, but they're willing to train for those without experience. At Tractor Supply, they work hard, have fun, and make money. Apply today at tractorsupply.jobs.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
Expect cloudy skies with a high of around 64 this afternoon. Winds turning out of the southeast around 10. We'll see a chance of showers pushing into the region late this afternoon. A continued chance of light rain tonight with a low of 52. Cloudy with chances of light rain tomorrow and a high of 68. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oktoberfest is back. Dust off your lederhosen and head to Kincaid Brewing in the Haymarket for one of their favorite parties of the year. Enjoy exclusive beers plus sausages and pretzels from the brand new beer house. And make sure you get to Kincaid early to snag an Oktoberfest mug. It all starts at noon this Saturday with live music all the way through the day, plus cornhole, axe throwing, and Stein Stamina. It's Oktoberfest at Kincaid in the Haymarket starting at noon this Saturday.
Hey, this is Ernest Hausman. As a linebacker from Nebraska, I know how important it is to have a strong defense and a great playbook. If you are looking for a solid team to have your back, check out my friends at Burke Brown Law. Burke and Jackson will work with you to create an individualized strategy to bolster your defense.
Hi, this is Burke. Give us a call at 402-606-1441. With locations in Lincoln and Columbus, we're ready to tackle your needs. Find us online at burkebrownlaw.com.
Wait till I get my money right.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, sponsored by Wingstop on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, yeah. Did they lose?
Yeah.
Man. Oh, he's not even in there.
Let's see if he flies in at the last second like he does sometimes.
Super VJ.
There he is. He did it.
All right. I had to take a bathroom break, man. I had to take a bathroom break. Word up.
Fair enough.
Man. I made it back, though. I want to read some of these real quick. We don't got a lot of time. But I think some of these are pretty good. The season is early enough to expect certain developments, like mental toughness and attention to detail. Regardless of W's or L's, if Mickey can do this, he has a great shot at winning the job. I like that. Deion Pryor, and by the way, that was Leo Hawkins. Deion Pryor says, I want to see a starting offensive line on the bench for a few games and develop other players because the starters are absolutely terrible. Same for the defensive line. Again, they ain't terrible, but they're not good. Terrible might be tough. All right, they're not good, but they're getting better. We got to get better at the run. They got to just get better, man, at their steps. It's just the fundamentals, man. Seriously. It's the fundamentals.
Do you think there'll be some different starters once they go up against Indiana? Just all together, maybe not just necessarily on the lines.
I hope to see some different guys in the game. I mean, you have to start looking at the younger guys. I mean, the guys that you might have thought maybe was a step slower, you put them in the game time situation and you see what they can do. But if you don't see them, it's like Terrell. We keep going back to it. I'll go back to it again. It's like Big 50.
Yeah.
He's got 4 games.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought he redshirted last year.
I think he did.
Yeah.
So
why ain't he suited up?
He's just sitting there like a big teddy bear, huh?
Why ain't he suited up? Put the big bear in the game.
Yeah.
I want to see him.
Clog up a hole. Put him at nose tackle.
What's his name, Bach?
Jalen Weaver, 6'8", 345.
Man, come on, man.
What?
6'8", 345.
Look, he's like, that's like, what's the big boy that used to wear the overalls to the game, like they played for the Patriots? Vince Wilfork.
Oh, yeah, that's
Look,
right.
put him at nose tackle, just let him fall on the ground. He'll clog it up.
He'll take up space.
Yeah.
Listen, though, he's 6'8", 345. Now, go look at, and I'm not talking about the other guys. This ain't about y'all or anybody else. This is about Mr. Weaver. He's 6'8", 345. He plays nose. Let's say this. The quarterback is going to try to throw the ball, right? All he has to do is raise his hands up. And he's 7'2", 7'3", depending on how long his arms are. So even if he don't get to the quarterback, he can raise his hands up. And if he stays low, they're not going to be able to block him with one guy. You know what that does, Bob? When two guys got to take one,
somebody's left
open somebody up, yeah.
There you go. I know the black shirt knew. He love it. He love it when Christian Peter or Jason Peter has to get double teamed.
Oh yeah, leaves me wide open.
See what I'm saying?
That's the perfect defensive alignment for you. That's their goal to take some two people out at the same time. And for a kid that big, I would especially love to use him at goal line because you just tell him to stay low. Nobody's gonna run a quarterback sneak on him. Not at 6'8", 6'7", 345.
Oh yeah.
At that nose, I mean, you just tell them fall down, clog it up, fall down. Just penetrate just off the side of the center.
And let me tell you, the only thing to do to hurt him is stand up. If he stands up, he's in trouble because he's tall.
Yeah.
But if he gets his butt down and he gets both hands on the ground, if he can do that, because a lot of times that's tough for a guy that's 6'8" to get down like that, right? And I'm telling you, I can't see too many people. I would have that boy running through brick walls. I'm not saying me. I'm saying if he played for me and I was in a dream coaching him, I'd have him running through people. He'd be throwing people up. He'd be throwing them all around. He can use your big fella. You can use your hands. Do you understand how long if he's 6'8", how long his arms got to be? Right? Yeah. Terrell, when you are trying to get off a block, do you want a lineman or a tight end or a fullback to be into your body? Is it worse for him to be into you close, or have you where he's got you locked up and he's driving?
I think it's probably into my body.
Yeah, you can worm your way out of. You can squirm out of there.
Yeah, as long as he don't lock on me, then I got a chance.
But if he gets you locked up, and when you say lock, you mean he's got you underneath your shoulder pads, underneath your armpits, when his arms are extended.
Contact, at the point of contact, and when he grabbed me like that, he's got me.
Right. So so those are the little small nuances of the game. You want to do station ID? I'll keep it rolling for a minute.
Okay.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
I know when we see these things, we have to pay attention to what gives you an opportunity to win games. Doesn't matter. We'll stop looking at stars and size. Start looking at how we play the game. There is no way that if we had a 6'5" tight end that could block and run and do all the things that you needed them to do, that I would have played at the University of Nebraska. But because I was a blocking technique guy, I knew I had leverage. I understood leverage. The lowest man wins the war every single time. Unless they're just the weight class is just you going. It's like it'll be like Bach, you going against Mr. Weaver. Now you probably, if he's standing up tall and you low, you'll still probably lose, right?
I'm not gonna win.
Me too. Me too. He'll beat me. But I'm saying in the prime, if you get lower than a guy that's bigger than you and you got good leg power and good leg drive, you're gonna win. Especially if you got good hand placement. I just gave you 3 things in blocking. There's 3 things in blocking that you need for a blocker to be for a person to say they're a good blocker. Hand placement, leg drive, and leverage. I'm gonna say it again. All you little leaguers and you professionals, because they're doing it wrong too. The key to blocking, leverage, drive, hand placement. I'm trying to give it to you as simple as I can. The key to blocking, leverage, drive, hand placement. So when we see our beloved offensive line, we should be seeing what? Give it to me. Come on, guys. This is coaching. It's Coach Jackson now.
Yeah, Coach Jackson there. Leverage,
okay,
drive, and hand placement.
What you got, Real?
I'm a defensive guy. I don't do offense.
And get low. And get low. That's leverage.
Black shirts just don't want to
Slow
cooperate.
down, break down, look at the man in his eyes, and hit him.
Yeah, but listen, for the sake of coaching points, I'm gonna need you to get on board, Terrell. Because see, when the shoe's on the other foot, and I asked you, Terrell, give me 3 keys in tackling.
Yes.
You want me to say it again? Can I get 3 keys to tackling?
It's just focus, slow down, and just look at the hips. The hips tell you everything about it, and just don't tackle like a wild man. Just like I said, you got to break down before you hit somebody.
You know what I would say?
What?
If I'm breaking down tackling, I would say hips, head placement, wrap up.
Yeah.
You got it, Bob?
Or hip. I would say hip, breakdown, and like you said, drive your feet once you start tackling. The only difference between what I told you was a good block is now you turn it into a tackle. Yeah.
It's so simple, Bob.
It is. It seems simple, doesn't it?
Well, if you coach simple, then it'll be simple to the players that you're coaching. If you coach it, and I just told you I wanted you to do all those things, and I named them New York and New Jersey and different Cranberry, and I gave it different names. Now it's like, why do we do that? And when 1 + 1 is still 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? So let's get back to the fundamentals of football. If I'm 20-something years removed from playing college football, and I can see that we don't play with good leverage, that's across the board. That's not 1 or 2 guys. That's everybody. You got to play with good football leverage. You got to see what you're hitting. You don't stop running. This is little leaguish. If you're a back, you never stop your feet. If you're a safety and you're coming up to hit something, I would hope that you would hit the upfield shoulder or foot, leg, whatever you want. But if you're going to come, you need to go 100 miles an hour and just trick off dive, as we call it. Terrell, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The Toby Wrights of the world. The guys that would not stop when they came up, when they saw that you had the ball in your hand, there was no stop. There was, I'm going to launch my body and I'm going to explode through you. I'm not getting ready to stop my feet, wait for you to shake me in space. No, I'm going to attack you before you get to space. And if I miss, I'm going to miss with my head up the field, so I turn you back into who? hopefully pursuit that's coming, right?
Yep, and that's the thing. We need more pursuit.
See, we coaching, man.
Yeah.
This is not all this elaborate tomfoolery that we've been taught. That's tomfoolery when they call it coaching football. Coaching football, I will say it. We got to get a shirt made. Blocking, tackling. I ain't even going to go to 102 yet. 101 is blocking and tackling. That's it in a nutshell in football. Leverage, drive, hand placement. Leverage, drive, hand placement. Leverage, drive, hand placement. Right. I'll say it first, then you say it. Let me say all three first, though. Leverage, drive, hand placement.
Leverage, drive, hand placement.
Go ahead, Real.
Leverage, drive, hand placement.
Okay. So see, listen. See, we're coaching right now. I'm trying to show you what a coach should be doing, okay? So bear with me, Mr. Farley. I know you're a black shirt. I know you're a tough guy, but I'm going to need you to do it exactly like I do it. Leverage, drive, hand placement.
Leverage, drive, hand placement.
There you go.
Go ahead, Bach.
Leverage, drive, hand placement.
You got to do it like I did it, Bach. So you might need to slow down, deeper voice a little bit more. Leverage, drive, hand placement.
Leverage, drive, hand placement.
I like that. I like that, Bach. I like that. And if you listen and you want, even moms, because there's moms and there's ladies that listen too, right? If you're concerned about your little leaguer, not what is he doing wrong? If he ain't doing leverage, if he doesn't have good leverage, that means the low man. And if he's not driving his legs and he doesn't have good hand placement where to put your arms and drive, guess what? He's doing it wrong. Talk to Coach Dad and ask him, hey, what's up with leverage, drive? No, you better not do that. Wait till after season. Or no, but call him seriously. Leverage, drive, hand placement. I don't know what else to say, man. Sometimes I like the educational piece to be on the radio, Mr. Farley. Now, can you give me one thing to
everything
tackle?
is proven on the field.
Can you give me my three, so we can copy you, and then we're going to get out of here. We'll get out the way for the water cooler.
3 keys to tackling is make sure your read is proper angle, and head placement.
Proper read, proper angle, head placement.
Yeah. And wrap up.
Proper read, proper angle, head placement, and wrap up.
Yep.
See, Bob?
Yeah.
You see how that is?
Yeah.
So let me ask you again, Bob, since we ain't talked about it, before we leave. And we'll let you take us out of here with whatever you want, Bob. Give me the 3 keys to blocking.
Oh, we're just talking about something different now. Leverage, drive, hand placement.
There it is. You got it from Bob. Go get some
hand placement.
Thank you, Mr.
Sound like German Clump. Hey, Miss Pretty.
I'm just saying, that's the way we got to be, y'all. That's the way that we win. When you talk about getting back to what Nebraska football is and getting back to the roots of Nebraska football, the roots of Nebraska football is disciplined play. The roots of Nebraska football is knowing technique. The roots of Nebraska football is never giving up. The roots of Nebraska football is knowing what you're doing on every play. The roots of Nebraska football is picking up your teammates when they're down. The roots of Nebraska football is cheering for your teammates when you're not playing. The roots of Nebraska football is win, baby.
Leverage, drive, hand placement.
That's right.
My lip, Miss Pretty. My lip.
Come on, man. You are you keeping us here, Bach? Because we can stay.
You want me to stay? All right, we can go.
No, wait, Bach. Wait, Bach, before you go. What's
All
the
right.
text line saying? I missed those people. What's going on?
VJ's never in here. VJ's always late. Let me see. The red room is not the studio, VJ. No, I'm just playing.
I didn't see that.
Come on, what is it on the text line?
Think about it. Here's Deion Pryor. Think about it. Could we even get to 500 in the Sun Belt? I really don't think so.
Well, ain't nothing positive.
Hey.
Not really, not too much positive on there now.
Oh, dang, man. Okay, guys. That's why I said I didn't even want to really talk a lot.
Hey, we might sell a shirt here. Make some shirts with your coaching philosophy and drop some X's and O's. I'll buy one. That's what he says.
Dang, man. They're not. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can work that out. But right now,
VJ's trying to sound like the coach to get Robert Boucher, Bobby Boy, Water Boy all pumped up to tackle somebody.
Oh my God, boy! Listen, I had that boy rip. He'll blow his whole body out trying to tackle somebody. Get him, boys! Get him, boys! Get him! I'm just saying, you got to be excited about what you're doing, but you got to know what you're doing. Listen, the best feeling in the world for a coach like myself, when I was coaching Little League, was teaching a kid who wanted it bad, but because he wanted it so bad, he couldn't do it. But teaching that kid how to slow down and make the play. And once a kid like that makes that play the first time, you don't have to tell them much else. Because the feeling of them not getting ran over or getting ran by is far greater when they make that play and be like, coach was right. He was right. Our coach told us what to do, and we did it, and it worked. Guess what they're going to do every single time moving forward?
Listen to you for one, yeah.
Well, it definitely, when it comes to football, you should do something in Little League. Just in Little League. Big leaguers, remember, the key to blocking.
Tackle. I mean,
tackle. Oh no, that's something else.
What he said?
Tackle. No, it is
leverage,
drive, hand placement.
Oh my God,
hand placement.
Can y'all say it together one time? Leverage,
drive, hand placement.
Oh my
We'll be right back. See you tomorrow.
Oktoberfest is back.